Hello everyone, welcome to a game called The Last Case of John Morley. So it's a detective, I think it's a her also. Um, Nothing a lot about it. So thank for Steam and also the studio who make this game to give us the chance to play this game in October Festival. So let's play the game. Of course, I like detective things like Sherlock Holmes games and stuff like that.
The name's John Morley,
Morley.
private detective, and today is a momentous day.
Is it first person?
After enduring the most exquisite tortures at the hands of those blasted nurses, and being pumped full of enough medicine to fell an ox, today I'm finally free. Who would have thought that the case of the Red Shoes murder would end the way it did? A stormy night, soaked to the skin, wrestling that brainless killer on a rooftop. Then a slip and a 5-story plunge.
Come in.
It appears you're awake at last. We had considerable difficulty rousing you earlier this morning, so I deemed it best to let you rest a while
It's
longer.
like an indie game.
I bring you good news. The latest test results are favourable, and the doctor has authorised your discharge. You are now officially ready to go. I have placed your belongings on the table. Oh, and a lady stopped by this morning with some clothes from the dry cleaner.
What would? Oh boy.
So I'm better now.
Yes, you are much improved. Both your physical and psychological assessments have been satisfactory, and there are no impediments to your returning to your normal life.
I've been having nightmares.
The doctor has prescribed some medication that should help address any residual effects. This should assist in alleviating your nightmares.
My belongings? I thought everything was already in the room.
There are a few valuables and some coins we kept for safekeeping. They are in the box on the table.
Sure.
A woman brought my clothes from the dry cleaner. Was it Penny?
I couldn't say. She arrived quite early, before my shift began. I've placed the garments in the wardrobe to keep them from getting wrinkled. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have other patients to attend to. I wish you all the best.
You know, this kind of long time ago in I mean, yeah, some game PlayStation in one, but more in PC games. Yeah, also the hands. They
Story of my life.
story
Nearly
of my
broke.
life.
That's me, the Bloodhound Morley. Looks brand new. I usually use the Windsor knot. So the mystery woman who took my clothes... I'm not ready to leave just yet. I better get dressed. The hospital gown that ties in the back doesn't exact... Blimey, what a fool I took onto that rain-soaked pavement. Blimey, it's nearly noon. I must have lost track of time in those blasted nightmares.
Yeah, took
Rainy and overcast. Typical London weather. Trench coat and fedora hat. Every detective's must have.
okay. You know, Can I see my feet? Okay.
This note's from Penny, my secretary. She must have left it here a few days ago while I was still under observation. Damn it, Penny. I don't blame her, though. I'm a right mess. I've managed to lose the only two things that kept me grounded.
I like the shot
I
here.
better
Look.
hurry up. Just
Very
like Penny
beautiful
says in her
lighting
note,
and shadow.
I might have a new client this afternoon. And with the way things are going, I can't afford to let that slip away.
Thank you for your housekeeping.
All right, let's get moving. Today's the first day of the rest of my life.
It's like a noir game.
Back again. Feels like stepping into a forgotten paradise. Everything's got that same old charm, and yet feels oddly new.
So,
This hospital stint's given me a bit of a new outlook. Maybe I'll take it a shade easier from now on. Sticking to cases that don't demand a trip to the morgue.
key
Here they
under.
are. Penny's keys. Just like it says in her note. Penny's desk. So this is Peter. That smug grin's got "punch me" written all over it. The murder weapon from the cadaver collector case. Nasty business, that one. Even the coppers missed it. My files. This case is worth its weight in gold. Everything you need for a portable lab. This one's a favorite. The jealous lover solved everything with a few blows from an ashtray. Brutal, but effective.
Brute.
My desk, strangely tidy. Normally it's buried under papers, notes, bits of evidence. Penny must have wanted to leave everything spick and span before the case of the Red Shoes murder. Another one of my cards. But this one has my last name circled.
Should I type something?
The drawer. It's locked. But there doesn't seem to be a keyhole.
Should I type something?
Amazing how this little gadget can reveal the devil in the details.
Should I leave it off? Maybe I should write his name. Nothing. Oh, yeah. What? It's a password. Delete. So,
My Smith & Wesson. Imperfect. The Scarlet Page. I trust Penny didn't go snooping through my things while I was away.
How's she get in?
My apologies, madam. I didn't hear you come in. I was a bit distracted.
Good afternoon, Mr. Morley. I trust your assistant informed you of my visit as promised.
My apologies. I was rather engrossed and didn't notice your arrival. To whom do I owe the honour of this meeting?
Lady Margaret Fordside, the 4th Countess of Bloomsbury.
Lady Margaret, could you tell me what brings you here today? How can I assist you?
I shall endeavour to be as candid as possible. 20 years ago, when my daughter was just 18, she was brutally murdered. It happened at our family estate, Bloomsbury Manor. Someone slipped into the house unnoticed, and upon reaching her room, delivered 5 fatal stab wounds to her chest, lungs, and heart. The police, eager to close the case, hastily blamed and condemned 2 violent thieves who clearly had nothing to do with her death. The investigation was closed, and justice was never served. I am prepared to offer you £30,000 if you take on this
30,000.
case,
Give it to me now.
and a further £30,000 if you can solve it and bring the true killer to light.
Oh, that's 60.
Tell me, Mr. Morley, will you accept this case?
I understand your distress, Lady Fordside. But before I commit to anything, might I trouble you with a few questions?
By all means, Mr. Morley. Ask whatever you must.
Tell me about Bloomsbury Manor. Do you still reside there?
After Elodie's death, I abandoned the estate. I couldn't bear to remain there, to live within those walls. Even now, when I visit the manor, it still feels as though I can hear her footsteps echoing through the halls, her voice humming that old melody, the delusions of an old woman who has mourned her daughter for far too long, Mr. Morley. No mother should ever have to bury her child. Should you accept the case, Bloomsbury Manor would likely be the best place to begin the investigation. I shall not impede your work, as I now reside at Bedford Square, in the heart of the city.
You know, one of the things in classic games like this, detective thing, ask a question and you listen. There is a lot of games in noir, either Mafia, this game, or another. One thing I like is how you make these things. And also, if you read Agatha Christie novel, and also if you watch Knife Out, the first one, you'll see how the detective thing. Also, Agatha Christie movies are the cinema today, like the train, Murder Train, and Murder in the Nile in Egypt. So, just keep and we will talk.
Tell me, were there any witnesses? Did anyone see or hear anything?
It happened at midnight. The house was practically empty at the time, with only a few servants and a guest who was sleeping in the west wing. I was the only one who might have heard something, as my room was next to hers. Unfortunately, I had taken a sleeping draught and fell into a deep slumber. It is a decision I shall regret for the rest of my days.
I like the music.
A case that's been cold for 20 years. You certainly don't make it easy for me, Lady Margaret. What made you decide to seek out a detective now?
For over 2 decades, I've fought tirelessly to have the case reopened, to prove that the real murderer escaped justice. But all in vain. Neither solicitors nor well-meaning police friends, nor even journalists hungry for a dark story have managed to uncover anything. Then one day, I read about your success in solving the case of the Red Shoes killer. Regrettably, I also learned of the unfortunate incident that left you hospitalized with grievous injuries. On the advice of your secretary, Miss Penny, I waited patiently for your recovery. And now, here I am.
Hard to take.
Tell me about the men the police arrested. Why are you so certain they weren't guilty?
2 days after the murder, the police arrested a pair of violent thieves who were terrorizing the county at the time. Though they swore their innocence in my daughter Elodie's death, their criminal record completely undermined their defense. Seizing the opportunity, the police locked them away for their other crimes, and the case was closed. But what has always struck me as suspicious is that nothing was stolen on the night my Elodie was killed. If those thieves were truly the culprits, why would they murder her and then leave without taking a single piece of silver? It doesn't add up, Mr. Morley.
Well, I believe I have all the information I need to get started. I accept the case, and will begin the investigation immediately.
I'm pleased to hear that. My butler will bring you the £30,000 tomorrow morning.
Sure.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have matters to attend to. Once you uncover the culprit, contact me at once, and I shall promptly deliver the remaining £30,000.
30,000 today and
Please,
even
Mr.
long time
Morley.
ago was too much.
Unravel this harrowing mystery that has tormented me for so long.
So long. Which is the killer? You never know who's the killer until you find some clue. Arrived to the sea. Rain. Sound of the rain. Sound of the air. Wow. So beautiful.
As I made my way through the dense forest path, a haunting silence enveloped the air. It was as though the very night of the crime still
Like this
lingered
guy
here,
down
shrouded in a
nice
eerie calm.
actor voice.
The manor stood before me, its facade as inscrutable as the shadows that danced in the moonlight. Every step I took felt like a step deeper into the heart of a mystery that refused to be forgotten.
Wow. Look at the moonlight and the shadow. So beautiful. Like a haunted house. Things like you cannot see your feet.
Not a sound. The stillness feels heavy, like it's hiding something.
That's a lot.
It seems Elodie had a passion for art, but her style wasn't. The doors chained up with a padlock. Looks. This painting. It's rather grim. There's something deeply unsettling. A blue moon, fitting for a place haunted by its own secrets. Looks like the Countess left this for me. It could be useful for getting around the place. The housekeeper left a note for the Countess, asking her to meet here on the day of the murder. I wonder what truly happened during that encounter. Very well. Let's piece the events together, step by step. A globe resting in a beautiful wooden stand.
Chair.
2 chairs. One of them knocked over. Lipstick stains. Same shade the Countess wore when she visited my office. An empty envelope. Did the housekeeper hand the Countess a letter? The housekeeper's cup is still here. Tea spilled across the table. She never got to drink it. Looks like someone arranged tea in the library that day. It seems they met here. But something went wrong during the conversation.
I am very angry. After all these years of service, this is how you repay me? Walking away like this?
I'm sorry, madam, but the situation has become unbearable. My bags are already packed.
The Fordside family crest, a rampant dragon, a time-honoured symbol across European heraldry, particularly among the English and the Welsh. Looks like this is the Fordside family book, showing some of their ancestors.
Wait, there is a glass. He cannot just move the thing. This glass.
The Countess threw the housekeeper out in a fit of rage. In her haste, the housekeeper forgot one of her bags. What was it that unsettled the housekeeper enough to abandon her post so suddenly? It seems Lord Fordside was a renowned sculptor, though his works were somewhat sinister. The lock has been concealed, but this door must open by some other means. Lady Fordside, still seething, burned something in the fireplace.
why she get took out. Walls. Damn. But the
Another painting by Elodie. There's something deeply disturbing about her work.
the bird.
The housekeeper resigned. Seems something or someone troubled her greatly. Enough to break the long-standing family tradition tying her to this place.
And for something to give me a chance to solve this. Picture that this are by the year of something. That body, the top, that the basin. So that's gonna take him a while to figure out what happened. So hard statue. What does that? Of course I cannot. That's the phone. So, uh, this guy read something the internet. Basin there. This lady. father facing the piano, or a father.
This must have been some sort of private study for the Countess. Elodie was committed to a psychiatric facility, but she supposedly recovered from whatever ailed her. Lady Margaret and a young woman. I suppose it's Elodie. They look happy. It was undoubtedly a better time. This looks like the key to the main hall. Could be my way into the heart of the house.
Someone gonna hit me, or I'm not. Wow, beautiful.
That cold, old house had begun to give up its secrets. For a fleeting moment, I thought I heard the voice of a young woman, softly humming a tune. And then it hit me, clear as a gunshot in the dark. A ghost from the past was ready to speak. A tale of love and dread. A mystery begging to be solved.
So thank you for watching. I liked the game a lot. But if we can see the feet and the hand, it will be much better to be 25 as 2025 game in the future. It's okay to have classic things, but also to have things in the game. As a filmmaker and gamer, I think this is the only way to not copy, do what other people do, what other studios do, to you make make the game much better. Like some Alone in the Dark, the remake, things Shane. I didn't finish it, but or Silent Hill 2 remake. Any detective story need a touch like this. Also, you have to have, like, you see the hand and the legs, stuff like that, and easy to navigate and question. So thank you for watching. Now to this game or another.